Jawabdari Communications is what we represent in this dialogue series as we communicate with the society. So Khetiwala is basically an Android app, and you will begin to see about it later. Here it is various activities that under the umbrella term of Khetiwala we undertake. And next slide I will highlight the details. I begin with Kheti Kendra. Kheti Kendra is set up at selected mandals where farmers can get valuable insights on modern practices, receive guidance and latest technical knowledge. And it's like a center of excellence in a mandal group of villages. Next, Kheti Kalyan, the word is welfare. So the investors who are interested in funding farmers with expectation of some return on investment, they will have both understanding. We will be happy that we are making them meet each other in our platform. Khetiwala Agri News, we are already doing that. A lot of data that we gathered over 2 years. We have created a digital repository that's of value to universities and researchers and pundits to further probe into the problem areas that Khetiwala is focusing on. Kheti Purashkar and Summit, in a big event, face-to-face meeting, maybe there are more than 1,000 speakers or some panel members, very huge gathering, and we expect some 1 lakh attendees, something of that order. So we have Kheti Purashkar is to recognize people who have contributed to the agriculture cause. KV Dialogues, we are already doing it in multiple languages. And Kheti Kosha is to optimize the utilization of the Indian cultivable land, which is nearly 179.9 million hectares. So KV Dialogues, as you know, we are now doing 27th episode in English. We bring a lot of professionals like today. Our professor is now working with Nitte Meenakshi and also earlier director with the Center for Food Technology Research, CSIR. So many such experts have come, and we not only conduct these events, we will collaborate with them on ongoing research activities also. Okay, next slide, please. So we bring in a magazine, which is like if you visit a cafe day, the coffee cost is 200 rupees. So our price is 150 rupees. I highly recommend you to keep a physical copy, also request for a digital one, and our libraries can have both the digital and the physical copies by collaborating with Khetiwala. So I encourage you to suggest this book to all the college libraries and universities, where we bring in all the ideas that we discuss in various activities. Not only Khetiwala dialogue, but various other things, as I mentioned, will be mentioned in this book. This is something that is very close to my heart also. Every one of us has ordered food now and then, Zomato, Swiggy, but a farmer won't need food from us. He pre-creates food. So what he needs is tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. something he cannot get at the evening hour. You have those material with you. You know the farmer requirements. You supply them by going to their step. That's a great service to the farmers. So this is something that even Dr. Abdul Kalam was thinking about. Dr. Abdul Kalam concept of Pura, urban amenities in rural areas. So yeah, creating urban amenities in rural areas is something that we can yeah, whoever is not speaking, kindly mute so that we will. Yes, thank you. And right. So next slide, please. So we are going to launch number of Kheti corners at a distance of around 5 kilometers from where a farmer is likely to require something. Agri Conclave is something we are envisioning to happen during September. And it's a 30-minute session by each speaker. A day has God given us 1440 minutes. 24 hours is made up of 48 units of 30 minutes. So we want to use complete day. It's basically those who are learning, very helpful for you to get a crash course or a master class packed in 15 days. So it is a good way to learn a lot of agri science, which you may learn it in a matter of 2 years in MSc. So that's a 15-day non-stop session will be there on various topics, and a very wonderful opportunity to join hands and also contribute to spreading the message and participating as speakers or giving us students who can participate and corporate connections as well. Okay, next slide, please. These are the more details. As I mentioned, we intend to spread the program to 25 different countries so that when Indian youth is sleeping in the night time, some other people are going to participate in the program in the night hours of India. So Indian people attend during Indian daytime and vice versa. So like this, we intend to touch 10 lakh attendees, and then we want to touch 150 agri business companies, 100 and plus agri tech companies. So like this, 250 universities. We have already visited 10 universities face to face and had interaction with them. And every day there will be a category, serial number 1 to 15, as you see there. The agriculture related work that I have done in BIS is about developing a standard for agriculture community from Bureau of Indian Standards, and many other things I've done during my long tenure with Air Force and corporate. I'm also senior member of IEEE. I'm happy that Professor Thakur and me, we met face to face in Nitte, Meenakshi. I was chief guest for one of the programs there. Okay, this is a very nice day for us on Kargil Divas. We are going to hear Professor M.S. Thakur sir's lecture now. He is a renowned scholar. He is actually doing a lot of innovation in green hydrogen, the required thing for the world, changing the planet climate challenges. And it's really nice that we could get such a speaker to our evening discussion dialogues. Thank you very much. So, okay, sir, you can, yes, sir is a former scientist, chief scientist and director grade retired of Center for CSIR, Council of Scientific Industrial Research, Central Food Technology Research Institute, Mysore, with 4 decades of experience in R&D, especially clean and green energy like hydrogen, as I mentioned, biomolecular electronics, bioelectronics. I'm going to be in Hyderabad on e-waste management. Electronics is something that is interesting. Waste utilization, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, and machine learning for biotechnology applications. So we are very glad, sir, you are with us. And then kindly, he has 20 patents and 200 research papers. He got awards like AFST Award, LG Godot, and Best Research Paper Award continuously for 5 years. Best Scientist Award, and he's a visiting scientist at America, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, University of Maryland, Switzerland, Sweden, Australia, Melbourne, Moscow, Malaysia, China, Germany, France, etc. Fantastic, sir. It's a pleasure looking at your achievements. Yeah, the floor is yours. You can handle the... When sir is speaking, all of you can note down the questions, and end of the talk, you can ask and interact with Dr. Thakur.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Flight Lieutenant Sri Kishore ji, and myself, MS Thakur, Khetiwala, and Dr. Lieutenant Flight Lieutenant Kishore ji is a Jawan. So today is the opportunity for us to pay respect to the Kargil as well as for the our Annadata. I will read the quote. May the stories of our Kargil heroes inspire us to be better citizen and cherish the freedom they fought for. Happy Kargil Vijay Divas 2024. I welcome Khetiwala KV Dialogue 27. So I consider Khetiwala is our Annadata. Khetiwala hamara Annadata hai. So therefore, keeping this, as I said, the Khetiwala is our Annadata, but who cares for them? Who cares for them? They work almost 25/7, no pension, no retirement. They still work and sustain our life. So therefore, it is these farmers and Jawans in my heart. because they sacrifice their life to sustain our life. As you know, that there is no synthetic food available in the earth, on the earth. And who provides us this natural food is the farmer. Who protects us is Jawan. So therefore, their duty, the farmer duty is protecting. Jawan duty is protecting. Farmer duty is protecting. If suppose we say farmer take 1 day leave, or they don't produce unn, or they don't sell unn, what happens? All will starve, and one day will have problems. So therefore, we have to take care of our annadata. And I would like to say now on the organic versus chemical. Of course, you see that my topic is growing concern, the health and environmental risk of pesticides and impact in organic farming. As you know, about 40 to 50 years back, organic farming was practiced all over India. I was very small child and I have seen, I basically come from the Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh at that time, about you can say about when I was about 60, 70 years back, we used to use farm manure, cow dung, nothing more than that. No pesticide used, but to sustain and secure our food security, we started using the synthetic pesticides. But the first recorded pesticide was 4,005 years ago by Sumerians, who used sulfur compound to control insects and mites. Professor M.S. Swaminathan, we call him father of Green Revolution in India, 1965. Aspect of the Green Revolution is the high yield variety, mechanization, agriculture, use of chemical fertilizer and pesticide, and irrigation. Of course, due to these, we could sustain our food security. The rapid increased population in food production call for the drastic immediate action on increase yield, which comes in the form of Green Revolution. And now our population is 1.44 billion. To enhance farm productivity, Green Revolution increased the availability and use of fertilizers, weedicides, pesticide to reduce the crop damage or loss. Pesticide pollution poses now significant risk to our health and environment. We will discuss more detail on that. Volume of pesticide produced across India, financial year 2015 to 2022 is given here. Sorry about it. Then I should go back. Okay.
Yeah, quick review. That's, yeah.
Yes. I was talking about the Kheti wala. This is what I was telling you. So this was, I was explaining. I thought you are seeing that.
No, not fine, sir.
Sorry about it. Yeah. So these are my slides which I have shown you before. Now I was in this slide. Actually, according to the data, let me see, because it is our screen is hindering. So let me see where to shorten this. Yes. Now I was telling about the pesticide production. According to the available data, the production of pesticide in India has shown 2022 300,000 metric tons. We are using it. Without crop protection, including pesticide, more than half of the world crop would be lost to the insect diseases, different fungal diseases, and many diseases, viral diseases, and weeds. They help farmers to grow more food on less land by protecting crop from the pest, diseases, and weed, as well as raising productivity per hectare. And this is interesting that production of major crop has more than tripled since 1960. For example, feed almost half of the people on our planet has more than double production. The amount of wheat has increased tremendously. 1 minute, I will see that because it is hindering my talk. So I have to check how to stop. The amount of wheat has increased by nearly 160%. So you can see the pesticide play a good role. Yes, What is the pesticide? Let us know about. According to the WHO, pesticide are chemical compound that used to kill pests, including insect, rodent, fungi, and unwanted plant. Over the 1,000 different pesticides are used around the world. Pesticides are used in public health to kill the vector disease such as mosquitoes and in agriculture to kill the pest that damage the crop. Benefits of the pesticide also we have to see. Then what are those harm it creates? Then we'll see about the BSS. They are useful in public health program to control vector-borne diseases like malaria, dengue. Now you are seeing this rainy season has come. Lot of dengue is coming with this thing. That is very important to eradicate such kind of thing. But in agriculture also it helps. They are used to protect the stored food grains. They protect these pesticides protect the standing crop in the field. They do not increase the crop yield like fertilizer, but by protecting the crop from the pest, the productivity increases. They can be used to control household pests. The primary benefits of the pesticide contribute to the establishment of the food security. Additionally, there is a secondary benefits as increase the yield can bring additional revenue to the farmer. I just now discussing with Dr. Kishore that's also important because we exchange our money or we buy with the currency, but farmers they buy whatever the grains or food products or horticulture product they have to sell and they get the money. So therefore, their currency is the food grains. So therefore, they have to increase their productivity to sustain their family life because these farmers they have to sustain family life and educate the children, educate whole family as well as medical expenses because they don't have free medical insurance. They don't have many benefits what we have when we work in the as a office or government office or wherever. We have lot of security, but they don't have no security. And sometimes they take loan. So therefore, they have to increase their productivity. But due to pesticide, food grain production has been increased significantly over the year with the estimated total of 309 million tons 2023 to 2024. So these are the few things which we should, yes, class the different kind of pesticides. I think you will be knowing. Do I am repeating things? Those who want to know, Dr. Kishore, are you listening?
Yeah, we are following, sir.
Yeah, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
is it okay? What I'm talking is it okay or
Right. Yes.
okay? Classification of pesticide. Pesticide not in only one compound. These are the several compounds. They are called herbicides. These are the chemicals used to kill the weeds, unwanted plant. Insecticides. These are used for kill insects. Rodenticides. These are killed to kill rodents. Nematicides. These are used for to kill nematodes. And this farming sustain a lot of life on lot of life, including microbes, organisms, and higher. So these rodents or pests has to eat the agriculture crop. So therefore, the chemical has to be designed to kill all those things. So that's why this nomenclature is given. So I was talking about the nematicides, molluscides, and in the rainy season, a lot of mollusks, they come and they eat the crop. Then fungicide, algicides, bactericides, and pesticides, fish killing. But you can see the world is producing maximum amount of several kind of pesticides, where India is producing high amount of the insecticide, about 76%, where world is producing only 44% of insecticide. And you can see why insecticide is produced more, because insects, they eat a lot of crop. They don't increase the productivity of the growing crop, but they protect the insect killing, and insecticides, they kill the um, insects and protect our crop. That's why productivity increases. And herbicides, we produce less than the world, which is highly produced in all over the world. Herbicides, I was in many country, they use a lot of herbicides to eradicate the weeds on everywhere, roadside, farming, and many places. So they use quite a lot. And fungicide, we produce about 30%. So these are the scenario in our country. And what I wanted to say, emphasize here, we produce lot of insecticides. Why insecticide, how they affect human health, we will touch upon it later on. Now we see the pesticides. Pest would kill the pest. Now you know the classification of the pesticides. So there are two types of pesticide, natural and synthetic. Natural pesticide, we derive from biochemicals, which we discuss later on, microbial, plant incorporated protectants, plant extract. These are the category of the natural pesticide, biopesticide we can say. Synthetic pesticide and chemical pesticides, they are carbamates, organochlorines, pyrethroids, and organophosphates. These are really very serious and serious health condition they cause to human or any to environment also. So one by one, we'll discuss what are those biochemicals, we'll discuss about microbial and plant extract and synthetic pesticide. We will discuss later on. So now, warning, what is the pesticide? Why it is very seriously viewed? I think you will be knowing, Dr. Kishore, you will be knowing Bhopal gas tragedy, 1984.
Yes, I'm aware, sir. Yes.
Yes, this is very serious. Accident in the pesticide manufacturing unit causes great loss of human life. For example, Bolsover, England, 1968, Sebeloso, Italy, 1976, and 1984, Bhopal gas tragedy. I will show you the photos of those. About 4,000 people died due to Bhopal tragedy because this company is making methylparathion or ethylparathion by using methyl isocyanate, which is leaked from the factory and killed more than 3,000 to 4,000 people, and still it is running. Their generation are on suffering. Stillborn children, deformed children, and there is a lot of mental retarded children. So still after many years, still it is. And I have seen, I come from the Madhya Pradesh near Bhopal. I have seen that tragedy. I have seen that what happened. And it was very pathetic. It is due to pesticide. So therefore, I want to emphasize, because these are the dead bodies at that time. And this company that closed down, and still Bhopal, many people are suffering. Another thing is that I want to bring your kind notice that there is a train runs from Punjab to Bikaner. You may ask, why Punjab to Bikaner? Why Punjab cannot treat the cancer patients? You know, these farmers, most of the farmers, there are few farmers, those who have very good income, but mostly land holding is very small, because generation to generation they are keeping, and now this generation they have few acres, 1 or 2 acres sometime, because they divide and divide and divide. So therefore, the land holding is very small. Unlike in the foreign country, I find that they have community farming and they do together. But in our country, we don't have such kind of device community farming. And therefore, the train which I was talking about, the train runs from the Punjab to Bikaner is called cancer train. You Google it. Those who are interested, they can Google it, find out what is cancer train. It is a pathetic in our country. The train is called cancer train. Why it is called? Because these farmers use a lot of pesticides. And also those who are selling pesticide, they don't advocate this is good pesticide or this is dangerous pesticide. But this manufacturer, they say, the shopkeeper or those who are selling the shops, agrochemical shops, they sell, and these agents, they say, those are manufacturer, we will send you, if your target is a 1 ton pesticide sell every year, we will send you to Singapore, like a doctors, they will bribe. This I have seen. I have talked to people. They give that kind of incentives, that we will send you Singapore or Dubai or USA or this and that. So therefore, our farmers are not well educated. How much is required pesticide? They do not know. Just if suppose you have to spray few ppm, they will spray in 1 kg. And because these shopkeepers, those who shopkeepers, they advocate you use this, and therefore there is no advisors from the government. There is no organized sector where people suggest that don't use this kind of pesticides. So I am very much worried about this. Actually, in very much international scenario, I have given international talk many places, including USA, that people are using a lot of pesticide. In our country, there is a pathetic situation. Nobody advocate them. But and advocate also, they do not know. They think this is a simple powder. Nothing happens today. What happened to me today? Nothing happened. And they don't use proper PPE kit, or they don't use mask, they don't use goggle. And today, if they have sprayed the open mouth, nothing happens to them. Sir, in Canada, I have a small holding and some farm and near Mysore, and I go and distribute farmers this mask and goggle. But they don't, sir. I don't want to use this. In Kannada, they say, "Namme agela, nanu madala, swasa barala." I think you understand little bit of
Yeah,
Kannada.
yes.
So therefore, they don't take this mask and goggle cost me about 800 to 1,000 rupees. I distribute them, but they don't use. They will throw. And I tell, sir, this is a Ausdi, they pesticide they call Ausdi. See, misnomer. Ausdi means medicine, but it is a poison. I teach them. There is no person teach them. This is my earnest request. And I'm very happy that Kishore sir has invited me to emphasize on this issue. And I do not know which forum we should advocate farmers all over India that not to use pesticide in high quantity, but people use them. And they understand that today nothing happened, nothing will happen. After 10, 15 years, if they suffer with cancer or paralysis, a heart problem, then they will blame whom? God. Oh, ದೇವರು ನಾನು ಏನು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇವರು ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಪುಟ್ಟದೆ. ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ, ನೀವು ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. You understand Kannada? Some of
Yes,
this?
yes.
Okay, so that's why this is my real experience. So therefore, my heart pains for the farmers. They are andata. Nobody is advocating them. Nobody cares them. So this is my thought, that okay, you may go to organic farming. The second point, which I said, this food can be increased for the our country, but who cares for them, for their family? If some person die, where is the some person cancer, whose money goes? Although we serve for the country, and we are government employee or whatever it may be, they may bear the medical expenses. For these farmers, who will bear the expenses? Nobody. My tear comes in my eye for this annadata who nobody takes care. So therefore, it is my earnest request for all of you that this is a very dangerous situation in our country, using the pesticide. Pesticide should be used in very amicable way. And most of the people, farmers, those who have small holding, they do not know. They don't have much education. They don't know. So therefore, this is our responsibility. I salute Dr. Kishore, that he has taken initiative, and Mr. Lakshman, who has taken this initiative to develop awareness and I am also very happy to join your forum and then do whatever I can do. My most concern is the pesticide use. Please see that we use very less quantity, and actually manufacturers should be controlled. FSSI control all food production, this and that, but there is no regulation. The government has posed that don't use this pesticide. Are they pressure? They have some pesticide they have banned, but how much quantity should be used? Nobody says. Nobody control. And farmers take 1 kg, and it is requires only for 10 gram to be spread 1 acre. They will put whole 1 acre, 1 kg. So therefore, these are the very serious problem. And I had about 8 years international collaboration with you, and I was working in Switzerland. See, Switzerland is worried about the pesticide, and you has norm that pesticide contamination or pesticide residue in the food should not be more than parts per trillion, 10 to the power minus 12 of gram. So you can see in our food grape, if you go and buy the grape, it will be completely powdered with the pesticide. This is the situation. So seeing this, Punjab से बीकानेर कैंसर ट्रेन आ रही है, my tear comes because अन्नदाता suffer, and who cries for them? Nobody. So this is what I wanted to tell. These are the, and you know, these consequences. And not only Punjab, because I am showing Punjab, but all over the India, even Karnataka, grape farmers, sorry, and the cashew nut, Bangalore side, they are still born children. They use endosulfan. It is a banned, but still people use it. And so these are the few things. Genetical, pesticide, even mother milk pesticide is detected. So what I should say? To whom should I say? It's a pathetic situation in our country. And farmer, Annadata, who cares for them? They care for us. You tell them, then don't sell your food for 1 month. You store yourself, because without food you cannot live. But if you hold food, you can eat, sustain for your life. So therefore, this is my serious request for forum as well as government or all over the world, that please suggest people use minimum pesticide and nor pesticide. Go for the organic farming. But organic farming is also complicated. We'll see how it is complicated. We'll talk about it. Consequences of pesticide on the environment: water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution, loss of biodiversity because it kills. This honeybees dies, butterfly dies. So therefore, a lot of diversity changes occurred. And therefore, disruption in ecosystem. Now, this is what happened: groundwater contaminated, impact of beneficial organisms we talk about later on. I didn't have to tell, because this is something different which we can talk. Each topic we can talk hours together. Development of pesticide resistant pest. Now it is coming. If you put little bit, now mosquito is also resistant to the DDT. So therefore, these are the few things which is one has to look at. Impact on human health. There is a lot of problem. I say exposure to the pesticide, even ppm level is a low quantity, has been linked to various health problems, including cancer, neurodegenerative diseases, and reproductive issues. Even you don't get today, tomorrow, after 10 years, 15 years, if child is exposed to that, he may not reproduce, he will not be, he become impotent. Or sometime after a few years, he develop cancer or he develop paralysis, mental disorders. So these are few things which unable to explain how this person who is very good just now and he died due to this, that. So these are the food habits which comes contamination problems. One of these reasons, I don't say only pesticide, one of the reason, contaminated food, that's what I talk to you. Destruction of natural enemies, impact on wildlife, economic impact. Economic impact also there. Actually, I cannot read headings. So therefore, because something is there, which I cannot. So these are the acute and chronic effect of the pesticide. Like an acute effect like irritation of skin, rashes, blister, nausea, dizziness, diarrhea, stinging eyes, asthma attack. There are few. And like if suppose you go to doctor, he will confuse with the flu if you have. They will give paracetamol, this and that. This is sometimes misdiagnosed. And chronic effect of the pesticide like a cancer, brain and nervous system damage, birth defect, infertility, other productive problems, damage liver, kidney, lung, other body and organs. Symptoms can be appear week, months, or even years exposure, making difficult to link health impact of the pesticide. If suppose after 10-15 years, if you go to doctor, if somebody has some neurological problem, he will immediately see that something happened to him, but they were not linked with the pesticide. And it is difficult to link also. So therefore, this is something which we have to discuss. And spontaneous sometime abortion, stillbirth in Kasargod area or Bangalore area, a lot of children, they stillborn because they used heavy pesticides. Environment, toxic, because all those things, pesticide, chemicals. And you have seen this pesticide manufacturing in Bhopal. How many small leak gas which is synthesizing pesticide, how damage. So such kind of pesticide processing industry, if they put their water, or even our farmers, they use high amount of pesticide, is goes to the groundwater, and this all river, everything get contaminated. And this is what happens. Water pollution occurs. Then these are the fish died, and many things occurs. Many people realize, and birds are disappearing because insects are not available. They are natural predators. These are birds are natural predators of the insects. They die. And now, this is what I said, consequences of the pesticides are shown. Now, how to detect the pesticide? If I give some sample of the soil, or some sample of the grape, or sample of the cauliflower, which is white, how it can look a white, very, very soft flower. It is a soft flower vegetable, and it looks white. What does it mean? Because they have used a lot of pesticide. Cabbage also looked so good, so much they put pesticide, and that's how look good. So if suppose, and you remember I was talking to Dr. Kishore regarding the contamination in the Coca-Cola sometime 20 years back. CFTRA identify that it is the Coca-Cola was contaminated with the pesticide and detected, and they were shocked how it can be, and the Coca-Cola company cannot put pesticide externally. How it has come? Then we find groundwater, they were using RO water. RO water was also contaminated by the pesticide. So from the groundwater pesticide detection, it takes months together. So therefore, we have to develop such kind of. Recently, you must have heard this Assam High Court. And also, why Assam High Court? Because for tea, they spray a lot of pesticides. You please do not deny that they don't use. They use. I have gone Assam. to test these pesticides. Many places they use inadvertently pesticides, and then some high court suggested then you find out how we can detect the pesticide quickly. So I have forum where I am president for the Biosensor Society. As you know, COVID time, this detection was done with a single two-strip test, like a pregnancy test, COVID test, lateral flow. Just put a drop of these saliva. Immediately after 10-15 minutes, you get the two lines. If two lines are there, it's a positive. So these are simple method, and we have developed my group at Central Food Technological Research Institute. This is a central government organization. We developed for the pesticide. I tell you. So within few minutes you can do that. But if you want to use and detect the pesticide as parts per trillion, you require to extract, chromatography, mass spectroscopy. These instruments cost crores. So simple, your glucometer can be converted into pesticide detection unit. I will show you. So these are things which is very, very important. Now, farmers they are using it. Where to go? What to do? They said, do you see this pesticide is there? This is there. Who is responsible? They do not know. They call it OCD. So I developed and I have published a lot of papers, and I have also transferred the technology for based on the acetylcholine enzyme based. You know why pesticide are especially organophosphor pesticide, why they paralyzed the system? Because in our body, the enzyme is called acetylcholinesterase enzyme. That acetylcholinesterase enzyme, if we suppose the glucose strip, almost all you must have seen that the diabetic patients use that strip with the small device they use. See, this enzyme is instead of glucose oxide. This is I developed. Can you see, sir? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
This is a small strip we used, and we detect the pesticide within few minutes. So this I don't go in detail. So I tell you simple what we have done quickly. This is a glucose. Can you see my cursor?
Yes, yes.
Yes. This cursor is small. This is a glucometer. This is a glucometer. We have extracted enzyme from the potato and immobilized on this strip. You can see this strip here. Then we insert here immediately, because due to the enzyme, which is acid phosphatase, or which get inhibited by the pesticide, or acetylcholinesterase, which is present in our body, brain, nervous system, we extract not from the human being, we extract from other sources, acetylcholinesterase, immobilize on this strip. When pesticide, if you dip immediately, it will give, if suppose glucose is very high, 400, if suppose there is a reading of the 400 in the control, and if there is a pesticide, immediately it will be so low, means there is a lot of pesticides. I have not given here the real data, because we have detected with our, this is system developed by us, me. So this immediately within 2 minutes, it will give you pesticide, how much pesticide is present there. So based on this, within 2 minutes, we will know very specific. And this is a lab model we developed. So this is also one of this detection system. Now, so we have discussed. So it will take some time, because I prepared quite a lot to chemical pesticides and organic farming. Those are pros and cons, how we sustain, how we do that. And as a food technology, I call this food is a medicine. But when we put pesticide, we become toxins. So therefore, how to avoid pesticides? Organic farming. So organic farming is, I think needn't have to say, but briefly I tell, Synthetic, this is organic farming involve agriculture practices that do not rely on synthetic fertilizers, pesticide, genetically modified organisms, irrigation also. It does not advocate that you should use irrigation. Sewage sludge. Instead of organic, farmers use natural methods to control pest and disease, improve the soil health. Very, very important. Soil health is depend on the microbes and promote the ecological balance. Some common practices in organic farming includes crop rotation, composting, and use of natural pest control methods such as neem oil and biological pest control. My first research paper published in 1979 on the neem, Azidarecta indica. At that time, I was quite young, but I was very enthusiastic that I should work on the neem and how much microflora it can detect, how it can prevent. Yes, it killed most of the organisms that we'll talk about later on. FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, also emphasized the following principle of organic farming. Principle of health. Organic farming should maintain, improve the health of soil, plant, animal, and people, including people. It's a complicated issue because due to pesticide, people get suffer. Then we have to look at. We don't care for the other animals which is suffering due to pesticide, but we care because our health get deteriorated. Immediately we thought of ourselves. Then we thought ecosystem is very, very important for us. So a principle of ecosystem, organic farming should be based on ecological principle and process. Principle of fairness, organic farming should be fair to all participants, including farmer, worker, and consumer. If suppose you sell the fruit and vegetable and you say that is organic farming, how you will detect? How you will say? If I have some tomato, or if I have some lady finger, or if I have cabbage, or if I have this thing, how I will immediately know that is organic? And he has sprayed pesticide, and he says no. How you can identify? It's difficult. It's a fair belief that yes, it should be organic farming. That has to be done. Government has done some regulation, which we'll discuss later on. So therefore, principle of care, organic farming should be managed in a precautionary and responsible manner. That's what I was emphasizing, to protect the environment and human health. That's very much. And this organic farming based on the faith and belief. If I say it is a organic form or natural form produced, I should believe that. I should have confidence of that. But how to develop the confidence? That's very important. So I will talk about organic farming. This is also, I will tell you that organic farming can increase the food production while avoiding the use of synthetic pesticide and fertilizer. Studies have shown that organic farming can increase the crop yield, improve the resource efficiency, enhance the biodiversity, support the climatic change mitigation. That is also very important because we are carbon zero carbon frame. My group is working in Nitte Meenakshi Institute of Technology on green hydrogen. We are using seawater, not the groundwater. Always we say that drop of water you save, it is a precious. Then why to use that? Because when it comes, the hydrogen from the water we produce, it will be used trillions and trillions liter per day, per hour. So fuel is alternative fuel is hydrogen. It has potential. So therefore, that greenhouses gases has to be protected with the crop and all those things. We have to see that. This is also organic farming has a responsibility. Achieving threefold increase in the food production through organic farming alone might be challenging. It will require widespread adoption of the organic practice, significant investment in the soil conservation and in organic farming methods. Example of the successful organic farming initiatives include Cuba Organic Revolution. We should take example of this. Dr. Kishore, we should talk about the Cuba Organic Revolution. increase food productivity by 400% without synthetic input. This is tremendous. We should learn from Cuba. Second, India's zero budget natural farming. I think we should talk about this. India's zero budget natural farming. What does means? No external inputs such as fertilizer and pesticide. That is called ZBNF. It improves yield and income for the millions of the farmers using natural method. Another thing, Africa's agroecology institutes enhance the food security and biodiversity through the organic practices. All the policy makers talk about the food security, advocate use the synthetic fertilizers and pesticides for the food security, but they don't consider safety. So therefore, organic farming can help also food security and food safety both. So principle of the zero natural farming without any, it helps in soil regeneration, composting, mulching, use of natural control method like a neem, cow dung promotes the beneficial microorganisms. Use the local ingredients, crop varieties, conservation of water and efficient.
Sir, that was a crosstalk from one of the attendees. Carry on, sir.
Okay. So this is the plant. If suppose natural organic mycorrhiza, microbacteria, azobacter, nitrogen fixation, and phosphate utilization, phosphate dissolution, microorganism, stabilization of phosphates, fixation of nitrogen, mycorrhizal, which is synergetic development and soil structure change, organic matters. Organic matters comes due to what? Microbial growth. And microbial growth is also very important. Cow dung gives that kind of environment. And also, we have to see soil growth occurs. My PhD on the plant growth regulator. And these plant growth naturally, they are not harmful. Like gibberellic acid, indoloacetic acid, indole acid, like ethylene oxides. These are few growth hormones required. They are senescence. When the seed germinates, gibberellic acid produces enzymes that releases the glucose. Glucose universally is the energy molecule, whether it is a plant or human or anything, insect. So therefore, these are the plant hormones are very, very important to generate or to grow the plants. And also natural plant protectants should be used. So this is what I want to say. Biological control method include the living beneficial organism called natural enemies to the control pest. So these are few things. Managing these enemies can efficiently control many pests. There are three component biological control. One is importation, conservation, and augmentation. Just be briefly discuss on that. 1 minute, because okay, I can read what is the written up. This is very important. What is that called? What I wanted to tell you. Importation is that introducing new crop, variety, or species from other region or other country to local area. Because the insect will, or microbes, or those who are fungi, these, all those things will adjust and they will not affect the variety. And I find that chia is growing very, very nicely. It has come from the South America, and they are growing very well, and farmers are getting benefited. This is one of the example. Bringing external genetic material to improve the crop diversity and adaptability. But this is a serious problem because there is a biodiversity board. They will not allow any country from biological material, genetic material cannot be transferred unless otherwise government to government there is a deal. Then conservation. preventing and protecting existing crop diversity, soil health, and ecosystem services, maintaining, managing natural resources like water, soil, ensure long-term availability, protecting the preservation local crop variety, traditional knowledge, and farming practices, augmentation, enhancing the increasing the quality or productivity of existing crop or resources, improving soil fertility, structure, or health through the natural or organic means, increasing crop yield, disease resistant or pest tolerant through breeding, selection, other method. So these are the few things one has to see. Biopesticides. So there are several the bacteria, fungi can be used like a bacteria, they and viruses, bacteria, fungi we'll talk about, and natural plant extract like azet, neem, nicotine, and tobacco. These are the few things you can take because it is difficult to read. These are the natural pesticide, natural means insecticide, herbicides, fungicide, nematicides, molasses. These are the weedicides. So please read that because if I read, it will take some time. Is it okay, Dr. Kishore?
Yeah, yes, sir. They can just go through later also.
Because it require and is very, very important. Bacteria, fungi, nematodes, viruses, botanicals, toxins, and other. These are natural. And then different for diseases, anthrax, blight, canker, dumping off. These are the, you see this diseases like anthracnose, blight, canker, dumping off, dieback, gall, mildew. These are the natural fungicide, fungi. They can kill these kind of viruses, botanicals, toxins, and other. Here also, like insecticide, like a bacteria, fungi. These are the Bacillus thuringiensis. I think these are the things. Example. This is a good slides one can go through.
Yeah,
And
we will
used
publish
for
in
the
our
farm.
magazine also, sir.
Please do that.
Sure.
So this is a natural organic farming. This is used now. If farmer has to use, which is not educated, how they will understand? Correct, no, sir? So therefore, it's very, very important to promote organic farming. Is also very complicated issue. One has to know. Yes, we are trying to do that. We are also trying to start one small company based on the biofertilizers, including all those we grow and distribute the farmers. If you can link with us, we will do that. I am an expert in these lines. I can help this forum to produce all those things which is required for the organic farming. I can do that. So we are trying to start one of the bioagriculture startup. We want to do it, and I can understand because organic farmers may not know all those advanced technique, microwave technique, and all those things, including many things which can help organic farmers to do that. So I will be very happy if I can help them. And I want to produce biofertilizers, bioinsecticides, and many things. So I think I want to do it. And natural pesticide, these people use vegetable oil spray, soap spray, neem oil spray, all those things, So natural pesticide used for protection, azidirectin, pyrethrins, naturally occurring compounds extract from the chrysanthemum plant. This a small yellow color flower, big flower. I think you will be knowing.
Yes.
Spinosad, pesticide derived from natural occurring bacteria that contain carbon, diatomaceous earth. And people, you advocate also arsenic. Arsenic I don't advocate, but it is written that they can use. Nicotine sulfate, Bacillus thuringiensis, and many other. neem oil. In 1976, I published on the neem extract, first paper in my life. And I'm very happy to share. And Dr. Kishore, you have reminded my young age research, which first paper was published from India on neem as a directa indica, how it prevent the microbial growth. So these are neem is a one of the wonderful because something is hiding because Sanskrit word is there for neem which I cannot read. So therefore, sorry about it. I don't remember also Sanskrit word because something is hiding from my screen. So these are few things which I want to advocate.
Arista in Sanskrit, sir.
Arista, because I cannot read. Something is coming. You are
Perfect, complete, and
you have to read because I cannot read. So this is, you see, Sanskrit is known, which can be imperishable. Arista. So it is a, I can say a kalpavriksha for the farmers. So neem is very good. Okay. Next. Okay. Microbial insecticides. Do I have to read all those names? If you say no, then it's okay. I can finish that. But if you feel,
give some time for them to go through, and we
yeah,
don't
I will read.
only
I will read anyway. Bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis. How it affects, I will not tell, but we have worked. CFTRI have worked on this Bacillus thuringiensis. Bacillus thuringiensis variety israelensis is different. Fungi, Boveria brachiana. The fungi, another fungi, Metarrhizium, Anisophili, Protozoa, Nosomalocote, viruses like a Guy Pickchack virus, and there are some company they are manufacturing their brand name. Microparasite, like I told you, other commonly used bacterial biopesticides are Bacillus subtilis, Pseudomonas fluorescens. I have worked on those this thing. Agribacterium, Rhodobacter, Agrobacterium, and I was doing the degradable plastics. I'll show you one example when we finish. I have one thing. Can you see this bottle?
yes, sir.
This bottle is biodegradable. I'll tell you later. And I was working in Rhizobium, Leguminosarum, Rhizobium, all those things, nitrogen fixation bacteria. I extracted biodegradable plastic that is called BPA. Sorry, I have to alkaloids are something like that, biodegradable plastics. I don't remember. Otherwise, I would have told you. But these are beneficial, and we can produce bioplastic also from them. And also, I will tell you about this story of this bioplastics. So these are few things which is very useful. Viral biopesticides like a baculoviridae, this is virus. Baculoviridae is a group of the double stranded DNA viruses that infect the insect and kill the insect. But these are very specialized. So therefore, farmers may not know how to do it. But I think when with a small startup, we want to do it, all those things for the helping the farmer for this. Fungal biopesticides. Fungal biopesticides are commonly used to control the insect. Some of the commonly fungal biopesticides are Bavaria, which is commonly I have read about the Metarrhizobium, then Trichoderma viride, Pisolomyces, and Verticillium. And also, you know that dermophiles, keratinophils. Keratin is the outer cover of the insect. There are fungus, they grow on the insect keratin and they degrade. So there are several fungicide which can be designed. Advantage of the biopesticide, some of the benefits of the using biopesticide over the traditional chemical pesticide are biopesticides are environmentally friendly, and less toxic to human and other organisms. They target specific so they can less likely harm beneficial organism. There is a less risk of developing pest resistant. The biodegradable nature of the biopesticide reduces the risk of exposure to the environment. They are compatible with the integrated pest management program. Then to identify organic farming practices without relying on the label or certification. Soil health, if suppose you go to some, you will find that organic farms often have healthier soil with higher organic matter content, structure and diversity. Crop diversity. Organic farmer tends to have greater variety of crops and use crop rotation to maintain soil fertility. Natural pest control. Look for the evidence of the natural pest control method like a neem oil, biological pest control, or introducing beneficial insects. Composting. Organic farmer often use composting and integrated farming. If suppose the person has a dairy farm, definitely he will be using the farm manure, and he is definitely using organic. It is completely organic farming. Minimum use of external input like a organic farms aim be self-sustained, minimize use of external input like synthetic fertilizer and pesticide. And farmers' knowledge and practices. Talk to the farmers, that is what I am telling. Talk to the farmers and ask about their practices. They will be able to tell you about the farming method of and philosophies. Some physical indicator for the forms, color structure of this thing, that's what I say. And there will be weed, wildflowers, bird will be seen, some insect will be seen, and confirmed an apple is organic or not. Certificate, if suppose this apple is organic or not, you have to check. Certification label, check the official organic certification label. USDA, I'm talking about the America, but in our country something is there which I will talk. Form or producer information, supply chain transparency, provide. While pesticide testing can be provided some assurance, which I just now discussed in briefly, a quick detection of the pesticide by handheld biosensor can be checked authenticity. The Indian law of organic fruits and vegetables includes the following. FSSAI, I was also sometime member of the FSSAI, which regulates the food production and contamination, food safety and standard, Organic Food Regulation 2017, based on the standard of National Program for the Organic Production and Participatory Guarantee System. Imported organic products must be meet requirement of the National Organic Program of the US and its equivalent in the other country. Organic product must carry the Indian organic logo, which I will tell you, a certification from the recognized certifying agency. Organic product organic products must comply with the Food Safety and Standard Act 2006. The minimum limit of the pesticide ratio in the organic food is less than 5%, or level of quantification which is higher, whichever is higher. So this should be done. Certified organic foods, Javik Bharat logo, organic food and identity mark for the distinguished organic product from the non-organic ones. The logo is supported with the tagline Javik Bharat at the bottom, which signifies organic food from India. I don't know, I have not seen, but they may be there. They have regulations. I don't know if somebody has seen, that is well and good. These are the authenticity, the government marks on that. These marks should be there. So Javik Bharat logo, you can see there. Organic food identity marks to the distinguish organic organic product from non-organic ones. The logo is supported with the tagline Jaivik Bharat. To search the organic food products by the name food and by the name of the company, you should do this. Consumer should look for the following label: certified organic food. These are the labels I have given here. You can see that. How to remove pesticide, also important. Correct, no, sir? How to remove the pesticide from the fruit vegetable.
Correct.
Yeah. To remove pesticide from the fruit and vegetable, follow the steps. Wash the wash with the cold running water. Start by running the produce under the cold running water. Remove the visible dirt and debris. Second is use the vegetable brush, scrub, take it out the firm skin and wash that like a apple, potato, carrot with the soft bristle vegetable brush to remove the dirt, wax and pesticide. Soak into solution. Soak produce the soak produce in a solution water, vinegar, 1 part of vinegar to 4 part of water, or mild dish soap for 10 to 15 minutes. This can help loosen the remove pesticide residue. There is no harm of using soap water. I do that at home. There is no, and wash it properly. Don't. So therefore, we can take bath using soap, and there is no harm. There is no serious. So it removes the pesticide. Then use baking soda, sprinkle baking soda, or put it in the water and wash that vigorously. Sprinkle the baking soda on produce. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before rinsing the cold water, or you can put in the baking soda and neutralize the pesticide residue. Use fruit and vegetable wash. Consider using commercial fruit and vegetable wash, but always read the label and choose the gentle, non-toxic option. And after small pet dry and store properly. These are the few things I want to say. Warning pesticide. So pesticide is my talk, and I request all the farmers, those that joined, please take care of your health if you are using pesticide. Pesticide should be used very minimum quantity. We are working also on the drone to detect the disease and spray the as much as required the pesticides. So with this note, I thank all of you, and especially Dr. Kishore and Sri Lakshman ji for giving me opportunity to talk and said the tier use of pesticide. A lot of farmers, they die, commit suicide due to all those things. As we say, our Jawan protect our life. Similarly, much more than this, farmers also protect our life, working 24/7 continuously, sacrifice their life to sustain our life on the earth. Thank you so much, and salute to the matriarchs of Vijay Divas. I salute them. I salute the farmers. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all of you for your kind attention. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It was a very detailed explanation about, first of all, importance of pesticides, and then the dangers of overusage of them, and
Yes, sir.
alternatives in nature.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of appreciation messages. One of them is Panduranga has some clarification required.
He's my friend.
I have
NMIT.
a lot of research experience. When you are doing hydrogen production, can you integrate some of your research to organic farming or biological pest control agents? You rightly said some pest practitioners of organic farming can throw good light on practicing.
Yes. So they let us discuss with them.
Fine. Professor, so that is Panduranga Narasimha Rao.
He is a good friend of mine. He is also doing organic farming. Both of us together in Mysore. and we
Okay,
do quite a lot. I'm thankful to him. He joined
okay, sir.
our this.
Let me also highlight even D. Chiranjeev Rao.
Yes,
He
sir.
also wished you and then appreciated.
Yeah.
And then no yield loss in first crop cycle. So he says that any YouTube channel to follow this zero pesticide and at the same time, no yield loss in the first crop cycle only.
Okay. No, I am not able to get the correct point to do.
It means
They
yield
want
should not
also
be
to.
less. There should not be any loss of the yield in the first crop.
Yes. Yeah. True. If using pesticide or using organic farming.
I think organic farming.
Yeah, there will not be any loss, but we have to check because organic farming, see, is also complicated issue. One has to be careful because you may not spray the pesticide, but the neighbor farming is using the pesticide, and that will contaminate your irrigation. You
Right,
contaminate your soil. So
right,
I do not know how you take,
right.
but there, yeah, this is what I consider.
And
Yes, sir.
any information, more information on how Cuba achieved the great results, the D. Chiranjeev Rao wants to know.
I have to study, sir. I am very sorry that I have not gone to detail, and I think I will study and communicate to our
Right,
group. I think that is. I cannot really. I'm sorry about my ignorance,
no problem,
but
sir.
I
One more
cannot.
comment is
Uh,
three layer 50 kg bags are available. D. Chiranjeev Rao says.
hmm.
Is it the best method?
3 kg of,
Three layer 50 kgs bags.
huh? For what?
I think Chiranjeev Rao can, for I think after harvest, how to keep the grains
Store the
sweet.
grain plan. To store the
Neem
grain.
is the best, sir. Neem is the best. If you say harvest and a dry leaf of and this thing, neem, it works very well. You can use this neem dry leaves, that will help you. That's my personal experience. We used to do when I was young, because we had Madhya Pradesh, we have a lot of land, and we used to um, preserve in big this what we call a koti, and in that we used to put dry leaf of the azid neem with some layer, and then another layer, and then
Then anyone else has any question, please unmute and ask. Please, this is the time to interact with the scholar of the day. Yeah, Panduranga Rao, Dr. Kishore, we congratulate you for starting. Ketibela is done by Sri Lakshman Garu. I'll convey all the good wishes and messages to him.
My good wishes also, if you have not joined, my good wishes and congratulations for starting
Sure.
this Kheti wala. And I will be very happy if you need any help, food
Definitely.
processing, food, or some kind of this. I will be very happy to do that.
In the upcoming
I hope.
conclave also, we would like your support as a advisor to us in shaping the conclave that we are.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So Sajid is asking for organic farming, we need original seeds. However, currently all available seeds are modified. How do we get back the original seeds?
That is also genetical preservation has to be created, and nobody in our country, very few people have done that. But hybrid is, suppose natural hybriding is okay, but genetically modified food is not allowed in organic farming. So therefore, IIHR and some of the ICR, they have genetically preserved some of the ethnic or genetic pool Indian products, seed. They have IRI and IIHR and GKVK and maybe this Coimbatore Agriculture University. They may have even Pantanagar Agriculture University. They may have genetical pure breed. So we have to approach. Now, as you said, Kisorji, organic farming is very, very important. And we have initiated now. That is what responsibility lies on us, lies on you, how to go. It is a big, big, big issue we have to solve. And like Swaminathan, he did in 1965, Green Revolution, now organic or natural revolution, I call it natural revolution has to be done, and that one person cannot do. Now everyone feels they are very intelligent. Earlier people used to see. Now people used to have their own opinion. I feel there should be something which strongly brought to the nation by the government, that there is a legality is very important. Regularity has to be done. Then
I think
only.
2 crore farmers are encouraged, I think, by Prime Minister on the organic.
Sir, that is there. I can feel. I can feel that. One of our good friend, Dr. Pandurang Rao, he is also doing that. But what I can say, sir, if suppose one organic farming has a little problem. If suppose there is a fruit, one is organic farming, and then one side is a what you call, what name I should give? Synthetic farming. Okay. One organic farming and natural farming and synthetic farming. When you go first, one glittering thing you will attract. First you go, tomato is so good, or brinjal is good, that kind of and what you call, carrot is good. Here a little bit not looking. Sometime some insect will be there, some spot is there, black spot. So this human tendency is good for the beautiful thing. So that has to be improved. How we improve, that is also very important.
Thank you, sir. And Dr. Jai Prakash, if you have any question to ask directly, please unmute and ask Jai Prakash. Ja.
Thank you very much. Myself, Dr. Jayaprakash Jha from Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh.
Oh,
I present my work, IVRI, KBK department, should be गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के जो स्कीम्स और ट्रेनिंग्स आई हुई है, उसको मैं फुलफिल कर रहा हूँ
very good.
ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग के लिए.
बहुत अच्छी बात है.
तो मैं बेसिकली स्टूडेंट हूँ अभी जी फार्म एग्रीकल्चर के लिए, जो
जी.
मैंने अप्लाई किया है. मेरा फर्स्ट ईयर अटेम्प्ट कंप्लीटेड हुआ है.
जी.
और हम अभी ऑल ओवर इंडिया में काफी सारे स्टेट्स में, पंजाब में खासतौर से लुधियाना, अमृतसर, भटिंडा में हम लोग ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग लोगों को बहुत कन्विंस किया है उनको कराने के लिए. और
जी.
हम लोग प्रॉपर तरीके से जो प्राकृतिक तत्व हैं हमारे प्राकृतिक खेती के लिए,
जी.
जीवामृत, बीजामृत, धनजीवामृत, ब्रह्मास्त्र, इन सबको हम अप्रोचेस कर रहे हैं. बट सर कुछ हमको इसमें और इनोवेटिव रिसर्च की जरूरत है ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग के लिए, जहाँ पे हमारे जो बायो स्टिमुलेट प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, बायो ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, बायो पेस्टिसाइड्स हैं, जिसमें जो टॉक्सिन्स रिड्यूस ना हो, जो हमारे प्लांटेशंस के लिए, सॉइल्स के लिए और एनवायरमेंटल के लिए हेल्पफुल रहें, उन चीजों को रिसर्च करने की थोड़ी सी आवश्यक.
हाँ सर, आप अपना वो एड्रेस दीजिए, या थ्रू खेती वाला हम लोग कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. एंड हम वी आर आल्सो स्टार्टिंग विद द बायो पेस्टिसाइड, मेनी
ऑर्गेनिक
एस्पेक्ट.
फार्मर से रेगुलर
ऑर्गेनिक.
अप्रोचेस है
हाँ, तो
ऑर्गेनिक
हम
फार्मिंग
लोग,
के लिए.
हाँ, ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग के लिए ही है. So biopesticides and all those
Okay, Jai
things.
Prakash sir, you please give your contact as indicated by
You
Professor
can,
M. Thakur.
yes, you can contact, and whomsoever want, we can have forum and we can help farmers, or we can have startup, we can have some kind of synergetic activity where we help the organic farmers.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much. And Sir, Thakur sir, you also give your contact so that
Yes,
others
sir.
who may
Yeah.
have more questions not asking now
Yes.
might ask you directly also.
Yes. I think in WhatsApp, WhatsApp, this thing is there, my mobile number.
Right, sir.
Those who are interested, they can take that. And it is good to communicate, and time to time we discuss. As you said, we can meet sometime in some conference, symposia, and we discuss. That is a much better way of communicating, interacting face to face, and deliverables are very important. We talk here, but what we deliver, how we practice, when we do, action has to be done, and when action is done, the subject has to come to you, and what is available. By pesticide we talk, but we don't have that Bacillus thuringiensis or mycorrhizal plant or fungus what we want. Then how we can develop, how we can advocate. So therefore, this is very important that we should look at the issues, how to solve, how to do. Natural farming has to be propagated, and how we can support farmers. That's wherever responsibility.
Yes, sir. And both information technology and biotechnologies go hand
Yes.
in hand
Yes,
with
sir.
the knowledge that you have and given us a lot of inputs.
Yes,
A
sir.
small token of appreciation from Khetiwala community. Whenever we meet, we will hand over.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dhanyavad. And any other questions? Probably we get in touch with Dr. Thakur sir. Any final comments, questions from anybody? Just to last question or comment, 1 minute, anybody can unmute and talk, and then we will conclude by recording. So thank you everyone for joining this Khetiwala episode 27, and today's presenter Dr. M.S. Thakur sir has given a lot of knowledge. In fact, he took me to Madhya Pradesh also. I was in Shajapur, Mandla,
Oh,
Bilaspur,
yeah.
and
Oh, very
I
good.
remember Madhya Pradesh a lot. I visited Kanha National Park.
Kanan. Yeah, very famous.
Thank you very much, sir.